how to invest, how to get started, how much money should you put in debt, how much should you put in equity, and how to go about the entire investments. So before asking the question how, we need to ask ourselves the question why. Why do you need to invest? What is the reason for which you are taking the efforts of taking this course even and learning about investments and then eventually putting your money work hard for you? Then the one major reason to invest is to beat inflation, because your money is losing its value because of the inflation that is biting into it. Go right now, click on the link in the description below and register for our course Namaste Money. Inflation basically means the rate at which everything else is becoming expensive, or the rate at which you're losing the value of your money. I'm sure you would have heard your parents telling you that they would buy a samosa for 25 paisa when they were kids. When we were in school, we would get samosas for 4 to 5 rupees, and today this same thing costs 15 rupees. The samosa remains same, but the money that you're spending on it has increased because the value of your money is reducing year on year, and the rate at which it reduces its value is inflation. So if you want to keep buying that samosa every year, you need to invest your money and grow your money so that when you had 25 paisa 50 years ago, you have 15 rupees today. In words of Sam Ewing, inflation is when you pay $15 for the $10 haircut you used to get for $5 when you had hair. We need to make our investments in such a way that they beat inflation, so that we can afford the things tomorrow when the prices of those things also go up. Inflation and interest rates has a very interesting correlation. So the interest rates are continuously adjusted by the government because they want to keep the inflation in check. Let's understand how economy or how the government set interest rates to help boost the entire economy and your and mine income, which eventually impacts also the interest rates at which we borrow and invest. So basically, in the 2 years ago when the economy was doing well, your and my income was also doing well, we were spending more and hence the demand for things were high. When the demand for things were high, the things got more expensive. That is, the inflation was rising. And to curb that inflation or to control that inflation, the government kept increasing interest rates, because when the interest rate goes up, the loans becomes expensive and our desire to purchase or spend more reduces, basically controlling the demand. Now, in a reverse situation, when the demand for things are bleak, like in the past 1.5 years due to COVID, and in general the economy has not been doing as well, the demand for things have been low, the salary increment of people have been low, their per capita income of the country has been lower, so people have been spending less. So to encourage us to spend more, the government reduced interest rates, so we could borrow at a reduced rate. Now when we borrowed at a reduced rate, it encourages us to spend more, so we take the borrowing, spend more, thus increasing the demand. So reducing interest rates is a way to increase demand. So this is how the government interplays with the interest rate and the inflation and how they have a correlation with each other. So when there is high inflation, the government increases the interest rates to control it. And when there is a low inflation, basically there's a lower demand for things, the government reduces the interest rates to encourage us to spend more. Well, in a developing country like India, generally there have been an increasing interest rate trend, but as we are moving from developing to developed, we are moving to a lower interest rate situation. The idea is to invest your money in such asset classes which beats inflation and gives you more than the existing inflation rate. This will basically help you to have enough tomorrow. We hope that you enjoyed this video as much as we enjoyed it creating for you. So what are you waiting for? Go right now, click on the link in the description below and register for our course Namaste Money, which is an online course on A to Z of personal finance. You will learn everything from your asset classes to how to invest in them and make your own financial plan. Also, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel for freshly brewed content from Wealth Cafe. Lastly, don't forget, save hard and invest smart.